so cold.
Hey, all right, welcome to Ask Adam. Sorry about last night for those that were looking forward to Thursday night Ask Adam, but we had some guests come, and then it was too late, and I was tired.
You fell asleep.
And I fell asleep. So,
it's all good.
but we're welcome into Ask Adam, where you can ask questions about your dating life or your married life if you want. We can answer those questions. And we're always right, so you can listen to us or you can be wrong. That's just it. So that's it. But tonight we're going to talk about, you can listen to us or be wrong. We're going to talk about when you're first meeting the person you're dating's family, things not to talk about, and also things that are a good kind of neutral things to talk about. Because I think people don't realize what they're doing, and so sometimes they bring up things that are a little bit sensitive.
Well, sometimes we word vomit.
That too. Yeah.
And we just start talking, and we feel like we have to share our whole life story, or
no, that's true.
Or give all the details, and you don't have to.
All right.
You can yada yada.
So we're going to start off. We're going to start off with probably the hottest button, and probably will be for at least the next 3 years, and that's Donald Trump. Do not talk about him at all. If you voted for him, if you didn't vote for him, don't bring it up. It's not, there is almost no way to win unless everyone in that household voted for Donald Trump or didn't vote. Either way, you just don't want to bring it up.
And you agree with that.
Right. Don't bring it
the
up.
Same way.
Just stay away from it.
It looks like pretty much just politics in general.
Well, that's true. Politics but there's specific things that I thought. The Confederate flag, don't bring it up. Unless you're from the South and you're in the South, then maybe you can. But I would say stay away. Black Lives Matter.
You're a big
Confederate flag person?
Dukes of Hazzard fan.
It still doesn't even be brought up. Go with A-Team. Don't worry about Dukes of Hazzard.
Okay.
Don't bring up abortion. Don't bring up gun control. Affordable Health Care Act. Or Obamacare. And if you don't know what Affordable Health Care Act is and you call it Obamacare, you definitely don't need to bring it up. And then religion. Now this is critical, because religion, you can bring it up if you're the same religion. But if you're the same religion and you do bring it up, don't go off some tangent, doctrinal piece, some weird. Don't get it.
Neutral.
Just stay neutral.
We're talking about when you first meet.
Yeah, when you first meet
the family, and you're like filling them out, and they're filling you out, and you're getting to know each other.
Once you're married,
these are not like hot topics that you want to talk about.
Once you're married, you can say whatever you want, because they're going to hate you or love you either way, so it doesn't matter.
They'll probably have already hated it or loved you.
Probably.
So it won't matter what you say.
So those are the things not to talk about. Again, do not bring these up when you're first meeting your significant other's family.
We're about to get interrupted by a child, I think.
Not again. Okay.
I will come and sing to you in a minute.
All right. So, these are the safe things to talk about. The weather. It's pretty safe.
It's kind of boring.
It's boring, but it's safe. And if you're in I think I've been in almost every area of the United States, and it's funny, everyone talks about, if you don't like the weather here, just wait 30 minutes. That's everywhere, except California. It's the same all the time.
You have to wait a couple months.
Okay, you get a day of cold. You get a day, that's it, and then you have rain. All right. Because part of what the weather you can bring up is, you remember that such and such storm years ago, and you talk about that. That's, if you're in the Midwest, every tornado, did you feel that storm? Earthquake, the ice storm?
Like we just talked about the ice storm.
There was
10
one
years ago.
Exactly. And people will talk about it.
Ago.
So that's okay to bring up, because people will talk about it, and it's a good, safe conversation. So yeah, any tornado, hurricane. Okay, the fires in California, unless you're in California, it's probably not something you want to talk about, but you could talk about, oh, can you believe the fires in California? And that it's a safe conversation, because everyone's going to agree it's terrible. That's safe. And if there's an idiot out there that doesn't believe that's not terrible, then I would run away from that person. They're a psychopath. Sports. This used to be safe, unless you are a Steelers fan and your family or your significant other is the Cowboys or the Browns or the Bengals or the Ravens, then that could get sticky.
Like rivals.
Rivals. But the NFL,
has ruined that.
you can't really bring
no
up the
longer
NFL
talk
because
about the NFL.
someone's going to say, well, can you believe those people need, it goes back to the politics.
Or
So
the concussion thing.
Or the
you
concussion.
Have that whole part of
Yeah.
it too. You can't talk about the NFL
no,
anymore.
so NFL out. NBA, okay. Baseball, okay. Hockey, okay.
Talk about hockey. Nobody else will, but
No.
you can talk about it.
Yeah. So learn a few things about hockey and they'll think you're a genius because no one else will know.
No one else will know.
So that's what, yeah. And then I was going to say if you guys agree on the same team, you can always say, oh, that stupid team. You can bring up the rival team and that's a safe thing to talk about. So some of the things you can ask, because that's another thing when you're going to meet, hey, Rihanna, is that
Hey.
when you go to meet them, is asking them. Really, people like to talk about themselves. So ask questions. So one of the questions you could ask is a good conversation starter is ask, what's your favorite concert you've attended? And have them, they could tell you, I mean, that could be a whole, and which was the favorite song that you liked? Because music's safe, except maybe Taylor Swift. Maybe that's not safe, but everything else is safe.
It should be safe to talk about Taylor Swift.
It should be, but
But I think that's a really good point, though, is to make sure you're engaging and getting to know them as well. Because not a lot of people, especially like younger people, think to do that. You got to engage with the significant others, parents or family members and whatever.
show an interest in them.
Yeah. It's not all
So,
about you.
What's your favorite place to visit? That's another good
Or
question.
favorite vacation.
For a favorite vacation. That's my next.
Oh, I wasn't even
Read
looking
my
at
notes.
that.
Come on. So yeah,
got
places,
notes.
favorite place, or places you'd like to visit is a good conversation starter. And then two, maybe you've been there, or maybe they've been
been
somewhere, and you can talk about that. So, and then your favorite vacation spot. But you got to be careful with the favorite vacation spot, because if you're rich and you're spoiled, and you go, oh, I loved this one time when we went to Tuscany and we were there for a month and it was so beautiful, and they've never left the state that they're in, you're going to come off as a snob. So that's where you balance that. And if you've been to Hawaii, oh, we go to Hawaii every year. No one wants to hear that unless you're from Hawaii. That's it. We don't want to hear it because we hate you. Then the other questions you can have is favorite.
Pretty brutal.
It's true.
We don't hate anybody.
Well, because no one that
Unless
we
you're
know
in
has
Hawaii.
been in Hawaii all the time. All right, favorite superhero. This is another safe one. That's something that's pretty cool. Everyone has a favorite superhero, and then you can talk about why or ask them why that's their favorite superhero.
What if their favorite superhero is Batman and your favorite superhero is Superman?
That's all right.
They don't like each other.
No, they do. Everyone knows that Batman has a man crush on Superman.
He
Come
does. He totally has a man crush on Superman. You can see it in Justice League.
on. Now, spoiler alert.
But you can. It's like obvious.
Okay.
It's not a spoiler alert.
Yeah, it is.
How?
Superman's dead.
No, but it's like shows flashbacks.
Okay, the
Of
flashbacks
him, like,
that shows
man
that. yeah.
crushing on Superman.
All right. So another good
And
conversation.
Superman's pretty hot, so I don't blame him.
He's a terrible actor, though. All right. So another good conversation starter to kind of spill off of the superhero part is, so who would win? You could ask them who would win between and just pick some kind of.
But we now know the answer between
Not.
Superman
I didn't say not that one. I'm saying who would win between Thor and Spider-Man.
Nobody cares about Thor.
I know, but that's why it'd be obscure, because you're like, well, Thor has this big hammer, and Spider-Man has the webs, and he's really strong, but he's small, and he's so. I don't know. I'm just saying
not
that's
liking that conversation.
it works, especially if there's small children involved, because they'll get into it and they'll be like,
Okay,
oh,
if
I
there's
like
like
this.
a house of boys and you start talking about that, you're in. Like if you're talking with if your boyfriend has little brothers or your girlfriend has little brothers,
Yeah.
and you start talking about this, that's a win.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Good.
I
I'm
wouldn't
glad
talk to
that
the parents about it.
Well, why not? They might if they're big superhero people, especially with all the Marvel stuff. You
I'd
could
be
ask.
like, I don't care because Wonder Woman would kick all their butts. That's
Well,
what I would say.
Wonder Woman is a demigod, so
She's amazing.
she is amazing. All right. I think that's mostly what I wanted to talk about tonight, was just those conversation starters. But really the biggest thing is just asking questions and getting them involved. And then staying away from the hot topics and getting to know them.
Like anything that's in the news probably should not be talked about.
Yeah. Probably don't want to speak.
It can be opinion based.
Yes. Unless it's an overwhelming, like net neutrality. I don't even know if you, I mean, even though most people, I don't know enough about it, honestly. But I wouldn't want to bring that up either, because people would say, well, they did this, and then...
And if you don't know about it, you'll just come off stupid.
Yeah.
Like we do right now, because we don't know about it.
I'll just admit it. I don't know.
No, neither.
So.
We should Google it before they start charging us for it.
It's too late. It's already passed.
It did not, did it?
Yeah, they did it yesterday. Good job. I at least knew that. They voted to end net neutrality.
Thought somebody would have told me that.
Well,
Is that good?
No, it's not good. Apparently, I don't know. It's not good because now AT&T and Cox can charge us enormous amount. So
they do anyway.
All right, I guess we had one person on live with us, but again, as you're watching this, we hope that you'll share it with all your friends and family, and that way they'll all be prepared and you guys can ask the same questions and it'll be great, and you'll have a good holiday time, or as you're going off and meeting these new people, you'll be able to have a great time. So
thanks for watching.
Thank you for being in, and we appreciate it. Share it with your friends, and then we'll see you next week.
Okay, bye.